You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as a Neil, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black pea.
Now please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be their heads were screwed on the stripe. It could be perhaps that their shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that their hearts were two sizes too small. But whatever the reason, their heart or their shoes, they stood on their Christmas Eve hating the host, staring down from their cave with a sour grinchy frown at the warm lighted window below in their town. For they knew every who down in Hillville beneath was busy now, hanging a mistletoe wreath, and they're hanging their stockings.
One snarled with a sneer,
Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here. Then they growled with their red fingers nervously drumming, we must find some way to stop Christmas from coming. For tomorrow they knew all the little girls and boys would wake bright and early. They would rush for their tools, and then oh the noise, 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 noise. That's one thing they hated, the noise. Noise, noise, noise. Then the whose young and old would sit down to a feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, 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 feast. They would feast on hoof pudding and bear who roast feast, which was something the Grinches couldn't stand in the least. And then they do something the least of all. Every who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, will stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. And the who's will start singing. They sang and they sing and they sing, 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 sing. And the more the Grinches thought of this whole Christmas thing,
the more the Grinches thought,
we must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years we put it off with it. Now we must stop this Christmas from coming. But how? Then they got an idea, an awful idea. Those Grinches got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do.
they laughed in their throats.
And they made some quick Santa Claus hat and some coats. The Grinches looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinches? No. What a great Grinchy trick with these coats and these hats. We look just like Saint Nick. All we need is a reindeer. The Grinches looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there's none to be found.
The Grinches simply said,
If we can't find a reindeer, we'll make one instead. So they caught their dog an axe and took some red thread and tied a big horn on the top of his head. Then they loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and they hitched up all that poor mass.
then the Grinches said,
Giddy up! The sleigh started down toward the home where the snooze in their town. All their windows were dark. Quiet snow filled the air. All the ghouls were all dreaming sweet dreams without care. When they came to the first little house on the square, this is stop number 1.
one old Grinchy Claus hissed.
And they climbed to the roof and emptied back in their fists. Then they slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch. But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. They got want only one toy moment or two. And they stuck their head out of the fireplace flue with the little Who stockings all hung in a row. These stockings
They grinned.
are the first things to go. Then they spluttered and slumped with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room and took every present. Pop guns and bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn and plum. And they stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinches very neatly stuffed all the bags one by one up the chimney. And they slunk to the icebox. They took the Who's feast. They took the Who pudding. They took the roast beef. They cleaned out the icebox as quick as a flash. Why, the Grinches even took their last can of Who hash. Then they stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. And now
Grinned the Grinches.
we will stuff up the tree. And the Grinches grabbed the tree and they tied it to his hub. When they heard a small sound like the cool of a door, they turned around back and they saw little Cindy not more than two. The Grinches were caught by his tiny little daughter who got on his bed for a cup of cool water.
She stared at the Grinches and said,
Santa Claus, why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why? But you know those old Grinches were so smart and so sweet. They thought of a lot. They thought it up quick. Why, my sweet little top?
the big Santa Claus lied.
There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So we're taking it home to a workshop, my dear. We'll fix it up there and we'll bring it back here. And the fig fooled the child. Then they patted their head and they turned in and they went to bed. And as Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, they went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. The last thing they took was a log for their fire. They went up the chimney themselves, the old liars. On the walls there were nothing but hooks and some wire. And one speckled foot that they lived in the house was a room that was even too small for a room. Then they did the same thing to other whose houses. Even rooms much too small for other whose houses. If the squirter passed on, all the who's still are bad. All the who's still and still. When they packed up his sleigh. They packed it up with their presents. The ribbons, the wrappings, the tags, and the tinsel, the trimming, the trapping, 3,000 feet up the side Mount Crumping. They rode the roofs to tip top to the pit. Poo-poo to the Who's.
They were Grinchishly humming.
They're finding out that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up and I don't know just what they'll do. Their mouth will hang open a minute or two, then all the Who's down at Whoville will all cry boo boo. That's a noise
Grinned the Grinches.
that we simply must hear. So they paused. And they heard the Grinches put their hands to their ears. And they heard the sun rising over the snow. It started in low and it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why? This sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so. But it was merry. Merry! They stared down at Whoville. The Grinches pumped their eyes. Then they shook. But they saw the shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. They hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinches with their Grinch feet ice-cold in the snow.
Stood puzzling and puzzling.
How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without